How's it going, people? Welcome to Yanda's Sports Take. Now, I know you're looking at the title of this video and you're wondering to yourself, how can I say that a manager that's brought so much success to a football club, so many records, so many achievements, how can I say a manager like that should walk away? Well, hopefully, I can make sense of this for you guys. But first, let's take it back to the beginning. In 2016, Pep Guardiola was appointed Manchester City manager, and a lot was expected from this move. That City would play a more attractive style of football, more silverware would come the club's way, and that the club's reputation would grow to new heights. And for the most part, that's exactly what he's done, delivering 4 league titles among other domestic honors as well. But there's one trophy that seems to elude him, and that one trophy is the Champions League. Deemed by many as the most coveted prize in European club football, it really does make one question how a manager of Pep Guardiola's genius, with all the time and resources he's been given, how come he hasn't won it? Let's revisit some of his Champions League shortcomings in detail, shall we? Starting with the 2017 quarter-final exit to Monaco. Now, I'm prepared to give him a pass on this one because that wasn't entirely his squad of players, and he still had plans to build the team into what he wanted it to be. So I can excuse him for this shortcoming. However, Manchester City's 2018 quarter-final exit at the hands of Liverpool is one where Pep will have to take more of the blame, as he had brought in a whole bunch of his own players into the squad and had built a team that went on to get 100 points in the league. So how could they lose 5-1 over 2 games? However, things would get even worse in 2019 as he would be eliminated by a side where the gulf in class was even greater. A lot of people will blame the VAR decision in the second leg. However, I put this elimination in 2019 down to the fact that City did not score in the first leg and put on a poor defensive performance in the second leg. The year 2020 would bring no change in Manchester City's fortunes as they were knocked out in the quarter-final yet again for the 4th straight time under Pep Guardiola, losing 3-1 to Monaco. What made this loss even more embarrassing is that Lyon scored a goal more than they needed to qualify. However, Pep's biggest managerial blunder in the Champions League would come in the year 2021 in a Champions League final against Chelsea. Just when Manchester City finally made it to the final hurdle, Pep Guardiola decided not to field the defensive midfielder for the first half of the final, once again costing his team on the grandest stage. His most recent Champions League shortcoming last year against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-finals is one I put more on the players, as they were ahead with a few minutes left of the second leg, only to squander their lead and for Real Madrid to advance in extra time. This is one where I'll extend some grace to Pep Guardiola and put the fault more on the players. But however you look at it, 6 years with billions spent, the team should be doing much better in the Champions League. They should at least have one Champions League to show for it. A lot has been put into this and a lot of faith has been put into Pep Guardiola to perform. But maybe he's just taken them as far as he can. Maybe the records and the domestic success is the best he can do for Manchester City, and someone else should step in and finish the job. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.